Is that recording? I didn't say it was recording. No. The lady didn't say it's recording, but we're going to trust it's recording. Right, so where's that though? Anyway, it will be recorded. Right. That's interesting though, right? That means something. So right away, sorry, again, I'm not going to go into my whole if you don't know me. So if you don't know me, just hang around, and the messages may be for you, especially if you're on the twin flame journey. I'd say only if you're on the twin flame journey, and actually only if you're at certain parts, but hey, bits of it may be for you. You're going to be the best judge of that. This is for the divine masculine energy. Like that is not necessarily men. It can be women too, or whatever you identify as. And like I always say, if you are new to me, a lot of the women, if not all of the women I work with, show up mostly in the divine masculine energy. A lot of the time, although they are balancing out or have balanced out sufficiently enough their feminine energy. Very confusing, I know, but that has been the way for the past forever when I've been working with people. Right, so divine masculine energy. I'm going to crack on with this because this is my busiest day, and I'm very kind of like, it's Sagittarius moon, that's fire energy, and I am Sagittarius moon, and believe me, I was not feeling, actually I was feeling this kind of fired up and this in a good energy this time last week, but by the next day, holy fucking shit, no, I wasn't. So, and it's not a coincidence that when I was just channeling all the messages right up until the 23rd here, and it was a lot of strong, powerful union energy. The last card that, you know, I didn't get time to show in the thing was death and rebirth, darkness to light, and that's what we've just went through. And I'm just being drawn to the fact the 19th is currently in 2 days from when I'm filming this. I'm filming this on the 17th, and I finished the one that I was guided to do last night. I finished it by saying something about the 17th, and I was like, oh, that's in a couple of days, and then I realized, I was like, wait a minute, it's the 17th today. Like, and it was actually the 17th as I published it, because it was like something mental, like 2 in the morning. Because that's what these energies are doing to all us. We're just up till all these crazy times. And then I've got up really early and I'm actually feeling fine today, but I'll be like wilting later. But Tuesdays are always my, you know, they're my busy day. And then Wednesday I just get to chill and I can just stay in my bed and not do work stuff if I want to, but really, you know, just kind of do nothing, watch telly and that. So death and rebirth, darkness to light. This is what a lot of us have went through. You know what I mean? We've went through a complete and utter rebirth with that Scorpio full moon. It's been very, very intense. Like I say, I found that, wow, just again, you know, I don't need to tell you my whole life story, but I did have a lot of grief coming up that I had to clear. That, you know, I had to honor. I had to clear the energy. And being drawn to synchronicities, I'm saying that. And it is what it is, you know. I just honoured my feelings, and thankfully I'd had a bit of a heads up that was going to happen. So somebody really needs to hear that's watching this, and this actually resonates with what I just channeled with a mediumship message that I put out, which absolutely won't be for everyone, but it will be for someone, and I feel it's for a few people. You can at least take the bits of what I said, different bits for different people. And talking of that, right before we get into this, I asked for, before I went to sleep, I asked for confirmation, really for myself about something, and well, because I could feel people that I know in the spirit world chatting away to me, yeah, I just wanted a wee bit more confirmation, and I pulled some and asked for a specific sign, and I got the specific sign. And so I just feel that someone else needs to hear this too. So I'm kind of doing it a bit backwards. I kind of plan to do the loved ones messages, and it'll be quick today, I feel, at the end, but they're coming in now before I forget. So these were what I pulled last night. Put on your dancing shoes or walk along the beach. We encourage you to move. So there may be something significant there about shoes, or dancing, or the beach, or, you know, it could be any of the things actually, but I really do feel somebody might actually love that or know of that poem that I'm actually looking at. I'm not going to read it though, right? It's all the way up there, but it's about, generally, it's about the footprints in the sand, and it's a lovely, you know, sort of thing. It's meant to be like about God, the divine, and it's about, you know, like, where were you when I needed you, God or spirit or whatever. And you know, there was one footprint in the sand, like, you just left me all alone. And I actually know that is God's footprints, or the divine, you know, God, whatever you see is God. something, an energy carrying you through your darkest time. So it's not that your footprints alone, it's that you were being carried through that. So again, there may be some synchronicity where I feel it is actually, you know, the love of your twin carrying you through the dark time. Because like you say, it doesn't really matter whether you are divine feminine or divine masculine. Divine feminines feel like the love of their divine masculine carries them through the dark times in their life. And I know it's mental when you actually haven't seen the person, or for some people that don't fucking know who it is, it's really random, but hey, it's real. And you'd only know that if you're a twin. So that's why it's like, if you're not a twin, move along, you're not going to get this shit. But yeah, 33 might be significant too. But yeah, that is what came. God, somebody's, and again, look at this is, I think that'll probably be my friend that just sends loads of texts. She might be watching this, but it's true. Like, she just sends loads in a row, and when I don't have on silent, it fucking drives me nuts. But somebody's really persistent, you know, like trying to get through. So this is either someone in the spirit world, because that person that was trying to get a message through to me for someone would not leave me alone. Very, very persistent. We will light the path to new possibilities for your future. Stay aware. When it says we, it's your loved ones in spirit wanting to light the way, wanting to guide you, your guides, and your twin flames higher self. Spread your wings and fly. We are proud of you. 13, and again, 13 is death and transformation as well. It's the divine feminine energy, and it makes sense of what I just said. Your divine feminine is guiding you through the darkness, divine masculine, whether you realize it or not. But I feel divine masculines actually do realize that, even if they haven't saw people saying things like, whoa, shaking that full moon, shaking things up, and so it wouldn't have fallen, but obviously it shook up. I'm all shook up. That's what I just, that's like, sorry, that is funny. That's what I just heard. I'm all shook up. That reminds me of Cocktail. That's one of my favorite 80s ones. Oh fuck. Oh great. Oh, for God's sake, you make me bring in Cocktail again. Oh, Michelle's going to get her kill at this. Yeah, I channeled all about Cocktail when I started doing the live streams, like ages ago at Christmas when I started doing the live streams on here. So there is something about that, because in Cocktail, what did I say at the time? Basically, you know, that film to me is about a guy. So again, you can be two women, you can be two men, but in this case, it is a man and a woman. And that is about, I wrote a very profound piece of writing actually about this, long before I was aware of twin flames. So again, even though I didn't know about twin flames, and I didn't, I had met him, but I didn't. Well, that's kind of weird actually. Yeah, I'd absolutely. He was, my twin flame was in my life, but I was keeping him at a distance emotionally and intimacy wise, because I just thought he was so hot, and I was like, yeah, it's like you don't get the dream, you know, like obviously that's my running script was, again, that's why I fucking program people's beliefs to be like, no, you can have what you want, and what you want wants you. But it's kind of like at the time. So what I'm trying to say is, when I wrote this romantical thing about Cocktail, but I had the notion of that person that was my imperfect person for me. I'm an imperfect person for them, but I didn't know that was him at that time. Do you know what I'm saying? Not really. In my soul I did, but somewhere else I was being duped to think it was someone else, because that's what happens to divine masculines too. So, and if you're divine masculine, you'll be like, fuck, how does she know this? Well, it's because this is my fucking calling, to help people with this weird journey. Anyway, let me just actually see who that is. Yeah, absolutely right. It is a, oh, actually it's a workman as well, but it is my friend that does that. So I'm just going to put the phone on silent, because it's but you see what I mean, it's persistent, it's messages coming in fast. So I really do feel that is going to happen. Either it's you sending messages, well actually, if this is divine masculine, it's you, it's divine masculine sending messages. Just they get the urge, they get the, I'm being drawn to the Sagittarius sign on my astrology tablecloth here. They're just getting the go ahead to, you know, the Sagittarius is the arrow. Sagittarius, now maybe you've got a lot of Sagittarius in your chart, you're pulling back the arrow, shooting it, and that's the modern day version. And I feel somebody sending a message, shooting your shot. Because like I say, not all divine masculines are going to have that confidence behind them that their feminine is going to hear them out. Because again, a lot of masculines may have really, you know, they may have really, I mean, all masculines feel like they're really fucked up and it's not fixable. But some may have actually really fucked up, and they, you know, and maybe the divine feminines aren't even that open to hearing them. But it doesn't tend to be, you know, it doesn't tend to be my experience with helping people. But it's really just all the fear is kind of in your mind, that it's going to be worse than what like anyway, we know all of that. If you're not, then go watch some of the other ones. But if you don't know that, then go watch some of the other ones. See how it's coming through really fast. It's coming through really fast. Not a lot of nervous energy, a lot of intense energy actually. Where we want to go with this? They do want me to say something about see, I've not even pulled a fucking card yet, but it's fine. See with the cocktail thing, but so if you are new to me, a channel with songs, I sometimes get guided to sing them and I can't sing, so that'll give you a laugh. Films, absolutely, programs, and so a lot of the times it can be the same ones that keep coming through again and again and again. But anyway, I haven't channeled about the cocktail one since Christmas, to my knowledge. But with that, when I wrote something at the time, because I wrote, what did I write? It was like it was a counselling course I was doing at night school at the time before I went to uni, and I just actually this is actually giving me major downloads and might blow my mind, because I'm thinking consciously, yeah, I wasn't writing that about him, but actually I feel like my soul channeled what I wrote. I'm going to actually have to try and find what I wrote, and I bet there's going to be real identifiers that, I mean, because basically, whether I realised it or not, I was writing about him. Do you know what I mean? That's what I'm saying, because I wrote something about the notebook as well. How interesting. Anyway, right. So and the poem out of Four Winds of Funeral, because it's like stop the clocks, and basically, oh God, grief. Wow. So divine masculines have been doing a lot of grieving. That's what I picked up in that medium. There's a lot of grief coming up for divine masculines. So either it is about the twin flame journey and just grief about the amount of time that's went past for, again, I do feel as twins have been separated a long time, but I'm feeling like it is grief of people in spirit. This could be, I feel for a lot, it will be grandparents, a sort of more recent grandparent passing, grandmothers, I feel, or it could be different for different people, or literally anyone, because it was a friend that came through before, but I am actually feeling a grandmother present. But what was I going to say? So yes, grief, delayed grief, that's what I'm feeling, and that makes sense because a lot of higher heart activations and the divine feminine energy within the masculine is rising, and so whatever feelings they've pushed down is coming to the surface, whether they like it or not. Whether you like it or not, because this is for divine masculine. But again, I know that divine feminines will watch. Some divine feminines will watch for their masculine. They just can't help it. I'm being drawn to a heart over there too. It's like their heart is opening, and unfortunately, what comes with that is they're really feeling grief for people in the spirit world, and that's why a lot of people in the spirit world are constantly talking to me to get these messages through to the collective of divine masculines that are going to be open to it. Right. So oh yeah, so with the cocktail thing, if you haven't seen it, just generally the storyline is about, hot guy doing what he wants, big dreams, meets what I would say is the love of his life, but because he's got a friend that is always sort of egging him on to be cool, and it dares him to, like, you can't sleep with that rich chick, unbeknown to him that the girl that he's just fallen in love with is a rich chick too, because it's like based in New York. They live in that big posh place in New York. Anyway, long story short, he fucks up and he succumbs to peer pressure, which loads of people, it's not just men that do that, women do that too. Divine feminines have definitely will have done it along their journey, not more recently, not the ones in my wave. They'll not be putting up with any crap, and anybody that was giving them any kind of shit or snakes in the grass, they'll all be gone basically. And if they're not, you'll be in the process of that full moon eclipse will have got you to see who isn't really to be trusted. And it can't be, it doesn't need to be that there's some big bad person. It's just you're not in resonance anymore. Fickle. What I find is it's maybe noticing where friendships were maybe quite fickle, no matter how long you may have been friends with someone. You may just notice like where people are really quite fickle and they'll drop you like a hot tie. And so that's for divine feminines and divine masculines. You may have already been through that, or you're going through it now. like I say, that filming this week basically will be showing you where those people are. They're pulling me a Scorpio sign, so yeah, it will absolutely be showing you if I haven't showed you already. But yeah, that in that film it is a happy ending, you know. So spoiler alert, but if who's not seen Cocktail, but I know some people I spoke to haven't. It is just basically, you know, he has to then, once he realizes he's fucked up and he's stuck with this older woman who has all the money, but he's got absolutely zero feelings for her, and actually she's not getting him up the business ladder. So obviously this isn't literally people's experience. Well, actually, I bet you it fucking is. Sometimes I say that and it literally is, like the names are relevant, the fucking thing, but whatever it's, you know. So I'm describing it. It could even be that, like, could be used a divine masculine has made similar mistakes like this. Again, divine mistakes, we make no mistakes. We always, divine detours lead us to right where we need to be, to learn the lessons we need to learn. And that's, if you didn't watch the one I published last night, that was actually really beautiful. I found, honestly, I find it was really beautiful how it basically honored the role that karmic partners play. It doesn't mean that they can't be very difficult and cause a lot of pain in twin flames lives, but it is to help us grow and evolve on this journey. But, and then I got drawn the butterfly pillow, you know, to go from the caterpillar to the butterfly, whether you realize it or not. It's like they're a scouting pad soulmate, basically, for a lot of us, whether that's ex-romantic partners, current romantic partners that you're realizing this is not right anymore, or friendships that you've had for 10, 20 years that you're like, this is not right anymore, we're forcing this, whatever, all these jobs, family, even for a lot of people, whatever it is, you know, it's just people are starting to see the light. And yeah, and basically in Cocktail, it is, just keep telling me, talk about it. It's he has to swallow his pride. This is what the divine masculines have to do. Yeah, it had to swallow his pride and go back and basically, yeah, try to basically be like, look, I actually do love you, like, and I know that you've got my, and it's not for your money, like, I'm totally fucking in love with you. And then yeah, and then she pours a bowl of soup over him or something. So, you know, you can see, oh, but see, that's programming. See how, like, that even programs people to believe that someone's going to, like, throw food over here, throw a drink over here, whatever. And it's all really fucking dramatic, isn't it? But that does have a happy ending, do you know what I mean? And it's like, yeah, she doesn't let him back easily, which some divine feminines may do that, because maybe your divine masculine really did take the piss and they really were not very nice to you, and maybe you don't need, you know, maybe you shouldn't be letting them in that easy. Again, I've said this before in other channelings, that if you didn't put up the boundaries in the past, then you will have to, you know, you will have to do that. But for divine feminines that actually held the line, you stood your ground and you put your boundaries up a long time ago, and you will have stayed in their mind as, my twin flame doesn't put up with the crap that other people put up from me, definitely not other partners. And you'll have stayed in them, and so at this point you won't need to, you know, you won't need to do that. If anything, it's you'll just need to just, yeah, have a lot of love and compassion, and yeah, you know, like, it won't be like that at all. But you know, you decipher for your journey. And again, I'm talking a divine feminine right now. It's confusing the fuck out of me. It's Mercury retrograde, so whatever. Divine feminine, divine masculine. It's because it's so weaved, you know. If you're a man, you're totally in your feels. If you're a woman that's in divine masculine, you're balancing out, and you're in your fields. It's all fucking, it's all merging and confusing and whatever. And will I just actually keep this in the one video again? Fuck it, I will. I'm rushed for time. Okay, so actually, do you know what? You could if you like these, you could let me know in the comments. That would help. Do you want me to do a separate video for divine masculines and a separate video for divine feminines, or do you want me to just keep it in the same one? Because when I've done the twin flame live streams that I'm going to get back to, I just usually done it in the same one. So, but whatever. Right, so let's get on with this, because I didn't, but the gist of that is there is a happy ending in Cocktail. There will be a happy ending in your life, but it won't be without drama, because there's drama in that film. And she actually does have to, by the way, basically walk away from her family, to be like, this is the man I love and I'm going with him. So there's that as well. Again, but like I said, I would put out there for you, it doesn't need to be that dramatic, because it doesn't. Sorry, this is time's up. This is so funny because it's like I was about to say it doesn't. I was about to say really dramatically, it doesn't need to be that way, and I'm actually certain because I've watched that film so many times, and I've not watched it recently. Like I think it was at Christmas I watched it. That's why it was fresh in my mind. But I'm literally sure it's Tom Cruise turns to dad is like, it didn't need to be this way. So do you know what I mean? It's kind of like, again, it's like role of it. It's kind of reminding me of like the divine feminine is Tom Cruise and the divine masculine is the woman again. You know, it doesn't matter what sex, but it's kind of like they're having to run from people that are not treating them right. I would even say bullying, by the way, but like really not being good to them, whoever that is, whatever karmic energy that is, whoever that is in their life. And well, it's just fucking dramatic, isn't it? But I mean, we must have chose this life, guys. But it's kind of like, and it's like when Tom Cruise was looking at the dad to be like, you know, it didn't need to be like this. You know, the dad's like, you're on your own. So I mean, it's kind of like, do you know, imagine saying that to your own fucking kid? Like, fucking hell, man. Like, what happened to I just want you to be happy? It's not my life, you know, make yourself happy. Anyway, you need to see the film. That's so cool how they've done that. That's so cool how actually it doesn't need to be that way. It's like really so, oh. Anyway, dramatic. Right, what have we got? So I'm shuffling these. This was not in my plan. I meant to be going into my group to do the weekly reading, but nobody's catching it live. And the person that is catching it live, I did say I was going to be closer to 1:45, and I've still got a bit of time. So with that being said, because that was quite dramatic, right? What is going on with this? Kali card for divine masculine. Kali overcomes karma, realigns us with our path when we have veered off course, reverses the momentum of negativity, detaches draining energy cords, restoring us to full vitality. It may seem like your will is being thwarted and you are not getting what you want. I like that word, thwarted. Where can I use that today? Are you feeling thwarted? I'm gonna look that up. And you're not getting what you want, but the goddess knows what she's doing. Her actions will benefit you. Trust. Right, again, as I said, I absolutely love that, because right before I came on here, I'm going to put it back, see if it comes out. So that's where divine masculine's at. You don't know what the fuck's going on. Your life's a bit chaotic, a bit painful as well, depending on where different people are at, a bit confusing. But you're being guided to trust, and what you're being guided to do is take that leap of faith and trust without knowing what comes next. And I know that because as I was walking through the mist on the beach earlier, you literally couldn't see, and I've got my own theories about what's going on there, but anyway, yeah, I couldn't see in front of me, I couldn't see behind me, and although it's the morning, you know, it's kind of like I wouldn't do that at night, you know, it'd be a bit dodge, but I wasn't scared, but it's a bit unnerving is what I would say. But I just kept walking, but fuck it, you know, I can see the sea, I'm safe, it's all good. It happens fairly often. Sorry, I'm hiccuping. I'll probably start burping up clearing the energy now. That's what happens if you're new to me. I clear the energy within my own body. So it's I don't usually burp out loud for anyone that's new. I know that would be quite funny if I did. It will happen one of these times. But just if you're wondering like what the fuck's going on here, I transmute the energy within my body. Not everybody does that. Not everyone can do that, by the way. It is my bit of a superpower. But yeah, it's just not a coincidence. I spoke to one of my soul fam clients right before I came on here. So it's funny because I didn't have time to read the message. I clicked into it. Oh, it was a voice note actually. And then when I listened to it, that's exactly what she was saying, is exactly where I feel divine masculine collective is at. And it was just, I'm trusting, you know, I don't know why, but I'm trusting, and that's good. That's where you're meant to be at. So divine masculine collective, you don't get to know the answers. I don't get to know either. I've got an inner divine masculine. I don't fucking know why I'm bearing out my soul more than ever. That's my higher self's like, fuck it, let's go. Somebody needs to hear what you got to say. Especially those ones last night. I mean, if somebody just comes across me randomly on YouTube and they're like, what the hell? They'll just click off. But again, see what? That doesn't make sense, but see what? Maybe somebody says that, but I don't give a shit. Like, seriously, my frequency will draw in who is meant to hear the messages. The twin flames that are meant to hear the messages. The twin flames that have got big call-ins, and you know, they need to push through a lot of fear to share your gifts. That isn't everyone. It actually just isn't everyone. So, you know, it's like when my numbers start climbing, or when the views start getting more, it's just it's a big sign that the more twins are waking up to what they do. That's a heavy message, but it's true. Right, Divine Feminine, what's going on? Drama Kali card. Bavarati Yogini, face your fears, for it is the right time and you're ready to overcome them. Hello, can you see the synchronicity? If you can't see the synchronicity, you're obviously brand new and you need to go and trace back to the last, I don't know, 8 videos or so, maybe 6 videos or so, and you'll literally feel me pushing through all my fear to get these messages out. So, like, you know, cranking it up a gear is what I'm saying. You will be given the power to fulfill your heart's desires. Embrace your path with confidence. Healing around, belonging and abundance is taking place within your soul. You're spiritually protected from toxic energies. These are mirroring, these Kali cards feel like they're mirroring, both mentioning detaching from toxic energies, and you're protected. Recognize your inner divine badass and commit to your dreams with conviction. Right, I'm sorry. My inner divine badass has been unleashed. She was a while ago, and I've been unleashing other people's badasses, right down to the point where all my clients usually say something like that they feel like they've unleashed their inner badass, particularly after people that do therapy with me. So if you need to you know, strengthen your boundaries and unleash your inner badass, it's the therapy that you need to be doing with me, I would say, because I've helped the most gentlest, kindest souls who are still the most gentlest, kindest souls, but they do not take anybody's crap now. Because guess what? That's me. I'm still a gentle, kind soul that sort of foreign people pleaser, but I don't take anybody's crap. And I actually can't believe that I ever did. You know, some people might see me as I've never took people's crap, but oh, I fucking did. I did. It just might have been a little bit hidden that I took people's crap. Right. So because of my Pluto in the 12th house, I'm always helping people in secret, and not just a couple, a lot of people, because I do that for my work, but it's, you know, I'm all right with doing it in my work, put it that way. Right, so where are the cards I was going to use? Oh, that's some. Right, so divine masculine. I don't know what we see. We're doing divine masculine, then divine feminine. I usually do it the other way around, but whatever. Divine masculine in the subconscious. What's going on for whatever collective of twins are going to resonate with this? I might need to fire through the rest of these. I'll just check to see. Imagine I actually get to the stage where I'm an editor or something. I mean, like an editor of my videos. That would be too funny, because I'm just kind of like fucking boom, 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 boom. I ain't got time to fuck about editing and shit like that. Do you know what I mean? If the message is for you, it's for you. Right, so total Aries. Divine masculine and the subconscious. Whoa, that really wanted to come out, didn't it? Problem resolved. Problem resolved. So if this is for you and you're resonating, I'm going to put that back, see if it comes out. If this is for you and this is resonating, whatever karmic situations, we're just going to call it that because it's different things are doing to you. Whatever karmic situations were seeming impossible and a lot of pain involved for the twin flame, for the karmic energies, whoever this is, whether it's family, whether it's ex-partners, current partners that haven't, you know, that you haven't parted, because I know that is the case for some of my clients as well. I don't know, jobs, friends, you know, it can be very difficult. Friends, family, like I already said, family, you know what I mean? It's the problems resolved. And again, that actually really mirrors with what I channeled last night, that I was guided to do a shamanic journey for the twin flame collective of the waves, the twins that I'm in, as long as people's higher selves wanted the help. And believe me, the twin flames higher selves did want the help that I helped. So if any of you had some weird dreams, by the way, and me coming in and lifting you out of the dark, you didn't imagine that, it was real. It was very intense, and it wasn't just helping the twin flames, it was helping the karmic partners, you know, that were in darkness. Because if somebody hurt people, so if karmic partners really are lashing out and trying to control in a dark place, they're not happy, and somebody needs to help them too. Do you know what I mean? Now, if it's not genuine, then twin flames out here that are like, Claire, I don't want to fucking help my twin flames karmic people or partner, like they've made their lives a nightmare. It's not about you condoning the behavior. It's about, if you want the problem to be, look at this, that's the card for, I feel that's for both family harmony. I mean, you can't write this shit, honestly. These are literally the cards. There's a child on that too, so I feel there is children involved. I know there's children involved with lots of twin flame situations, not everyone's, but see if there isn't a child involved already, or children involved already. It's children that want to come in for twins as well. That, and if you're, you know, some twins that I work with are past that age, but whatever it's just about peace, family harmony, and it's about, but especially where there are children involved, like, you know, definitely whenever I'm doing a shamanic journey or a session with any of my clients, I always put it out there to help the karmic energies as well, just for everybody to be happy. And again, you don't actually get to know it like that. Again, that's me part of trusting. You just got to set the intention and put it out there, and you would not believe the amount of amazing things that have happened, like people that have refused to give divorces suddenly signing the papers, people that have not been letting go of their partners out of control, suddenly softening or finding the love of their life and be like, oh, like, do you know what I mean? I'll actually let them go now because I've found who I'm meant to be with. Sorry about that. But do you know what I mean? It's like, who cares? As long as it all works out. And that's what I feel is happening. I mean, again, I said last night, it feels a bit Mary Poppins, Clary Poppins. That's my kids' channel, by the way. It's not published yet. But if you're interested in healing for children, that is my chat. Like, so people sort of swap it in amongst themselves that are in my inner circle, and it does actually heal people's kids' temperatures. It heals adults' temperatures, but it's helped a few people that have been feeling ill with the freaking, you know, the thing that's going around the world, the fear. Right, where is the if the divine feminine, if the divine masculine problem is solved, whether they realize, see, some may not realize this, they may still be really in their head, really worried, how is this all going to work? I don't want to hurt anyone. That's what basically where a lot of divine masculines are at. Whether you're a man or a woman, whatever you identify as, what I notice is they just really don't want to hurt anyone, but in the process they're really massively hurting themselves. And obviously with the clients I've got where children are involved, that is a huge factor, and it's usually a huge factor in why people stay stuck in loveless situations, because they feel they're doing the best by their children. But again, like I said in the one that I done the other day, not only am I a counsellor, I'm a children's counsellor as well. So, like, I mean, I've actually worked in a school as a child counsellor, and I do children's healing work, and yeah, just trust me, it's not doing them any favors, and that's what twin flames are here to do. We're here to break down those old beliefs of these old-fashioned, you know, stay with people that don't make you happy for the kids. You're going to actually teach your children to do that. They're going to keep repeating the toxic pattern. So no. Right, so, and the message in the subconscious for the twin flame, by the way, how weird, I'm being drawn into the name Kylie on this card right at the bottom. I don't know if it's the artist or what, but the name Kylie, Adam, yeah, other than, oh my god, that's so, there must be the name Kylie must be significant here, by the way. I was singing a Kylie Minogue song on the beach earlier when I was filmed I'll probably not even put it up, but well, I might now because to prove I've done it. But when I was in the mist, I was singing I'm spinning around, because I was spinning around showing the mist. So that's not for no reason. There's something significant with the name Kylie, or maybe you've been hearing Kylie Minogue songs. Can't get you out of my head. Just came at me there. You know, maybe you just can't get your twin out of your head. Not maybe, if you're a twin flame, you definitely just can't get your twin out of your head. But yeah, divine feminines in the subconscious have been guided to look inside themselves, look at their deeper feelings, look at where you're maybe too self-reliant. Look, she's like that. She's covered in her breasts. And she's, you know, this is always like vulnerability. She's like, oh, I don't know if I'm ready to do this. Do you know what I mean? Like, and again, that's not where a lot of divine feminines will be at, but that's what's coming up in the subconscious. So whether you're realizing it or not, because look at me, absolutely, that's not where I am. But again, it's interesting, it's in the subconscious. So it's like you may not, you know, you would argue back that that's wrong, but subconsciously there are a lot of fears for some divine feminines that you may get hurt. And again, I feel it'll be because you've been hurt in the past, whether it is by your twin flame or other past people, or just life in general. I don't even mean romantically, I just mean people that you thought you could trust letting you down. So that's fair enough. But again, problem solved, family harmony is coming about for this wave of twins magically. That's definitely what I channeled last night. And it may be because a lot of divine feminines were guided to do something similar to myself, like actually where you know that you, like, I know I've got that ability to help my wave of twins out of the darkness. Again, obviously I'm going to be able to help them better if they actually find me and, you know, find me and book the session, empower themselves to get a personal session. But it was my intention that wherever people were in that situation, that helped them. Like I said, it was really powerful. It was quite moving actually. And again, I was in a dark place too. Like it was as much for me as it was for others. It was, I thought, when I say a dark place, it was just I was really in my shadow and allowed myself to be my shadow. But I felt there's people that have been in that far too long. It's almost like you're staying in the depths of hell or the depths of winter, and you really need to be coming out of that. I wouldn't be surprised if that I've been through hell and back card comes out again. Right, so we're getting that problem solved, family harmony, and whatever I just said, because I forgot already, but the self-reliance thing subconsciously could be going around in the divine feminine's energy about it, but also this could be divine masculine's vulnerable side. Oh, this makes sense actually, because I did start off, this was going to be a divine masculine video, and then I'm just combining it, so that makes it, it's divine masculine's vulnerable side about, I still need to, oh God, this is fascinating because they're guiding me to someone who said that, a twin flame that said that to me the other day, that it's like, you know, she actually said to her twin flame, I'm just starting to come to that conclusion, like you actually can't rely on anyone. And it's such a shame, isn't it? Like, but I, as a twin flame, like kind of, you know, like you say, the people that I trust the most around me, pretty much all of them are twin flames. So maybe a select few are in that are close, but most of them are. There's a wasp, life stings. I've got a deck that actually says life stings. Interesting. So it's about just being aware of that, divine masculines and divine feminines, that you're more vulnerable. It's like whirling around the subconscious beliefs that you've got from childhood or past lives. There's something in there saying, I can't let myself be vulnerable, I'm going to get hurt. But actually, your twin flame will never hurt you, not at this stage. You won't hurt them and they won't hurt you. You're through that bit. Right. Maybe should, guys. Right, conscious, divine masculine. What's consciously going on for divine masculine? Oh God. Building your world, creation, expansion, networking, 33. Look, right, whether you're a guy or a girl, whatever you identify as, look, that again. I've got to protect myself, even from the twin flame. They might hurt me. In fact, they'll be able to hurt me the most because they're the ones that have got the ability to break my heart more than anyone. Building your world, creation, expansion, networking. 33, I always say this, but it is, to me, it is a Jesus number, and I do associate Jesus with divine masculine energy. So it's forgiveness. You know, it's forgiveness, it's love. It's about they're being guided. You are being guided, divine masculine energy, to build your world, to build your new world, the new earth. And it doesn't mean that the new earth has to not have people from your old life in it, but the nature of the twin flame journey is there will be, not everyone will be in your new world, because it happened to me a while ago now, but it was weird when it happened. You know what I mean? I was like, what? Like, you know, you have to have a whole identity crisis and then build in your new world. And actually, like, say my world is peaceful, happy, and I don't let anybody rock that boat. You know, it's just people that want me to be happy and I want them to be happy, and that's how life should be. Right, so We put that one back. What's Divine Feminine's got in the conscious mind right now? But you see the network, and it's like they're being guided to come and be in with soul family, their twin flame, but also being, this came through when I done the weekly one last week or the week before. Oh, I don't think I published the one I done last. I will, I don't know, I will at some point, but whatever it was, I think it was maybe the week before though. It was just, it's been coming through constantly about them wanting to be in a community of people that get them. And obviously that's going to start with the twin flame and then it would expand. But it's also about them wanting to network and help people in different kinds of ways. Or you, whoever's watching this. If you're not already doing that. But I feel a lot of them are not already doing that. Right. Divine, feminine, the conscious mind. Harvest, gathering the blessings. Look, gather them. Blah, blah, blah. Get words like this. Maybe you're lost for words. I think this is all coming together. 44. So we've got 33 and 44. It feels significant. And it's a full moon behind her head, and it's like she's like, fucking hell, it's coming in. So I feel like your money's picking up. I feel like your opportunities are picking up. Perhaps Jupiter and Aries is really giving you some expansion. Oh, that card says expansion. You know, some luck, some expansion. But like I said before, I don't believe in luck. I said this in a short, so I say it all the time though. I don't believe in luck. You know, luck is preparation meeting opportunity. You know, and it's your job to go for it when you're guided. And I really do feel that's why Divine Feminines are like, yeah, everything's coming together. It's all coming in. But again, they're trusting as well. They don't know how. Just trusting. Look, but clarity, because they've got clarity on what it is they need to do. You need to do. They need to do in their life. And they're releasing the illusion of fear. Planning. 5, big change. I've been seeing lots of 5s today about big change. So it's just, it's Divine Feminines consciously are making the plans that push them forward and push them through their fear. Therefore, Divine Masculine feels like they can push through their fear. Love it. Right. And it's your own energies within you. Twins, all twins watching this, right? Ascension message for Divine Masculine. Oh, it leapt out. Sacred space, positive outcome, clarity, lucky attraction. They're just doing that annoy me now because I said I don't believe in luck. Removing obstacles. I mean, wow, like that's how interesting. I literally met somebody at the weekend and it like totally looks like this girl. It's got Ganesha on her top there. That's about removing obstacles, probably why it's called removing obstacles. Something really significant could be, oh look, it was the 27th that kept coming through for a significant anniversary. It's really interesting, because I've got like a mixture of birthdays, anniversaries, all kinds, like from like the 26th right up to the end of the month. It's like people's birthdays, it's like anniversaries of people that passed. It's like just a whole mixture, like, and quite a few people, like literally for days. So I'm pushing my own stuff to be like, I know this will resonate with other people, but there's maybe something about the 26th of May, like that's literally my mum's birthday, but I also know it's like an anniversary when someone passed as well. And then, but like quite a few these days are. So yeah, so positive outcome, clarity, lucky attraction, removing obstacles. I love it. Right? I'm actually feeling guided to read that from the book. So do you mean so far that's pretty, this energy is pretty amazing. We've had quite a few cards about clarity, and what was the first one the Divine Masculine got? Problem solved or something. Yeah. 26. So it could even be like, say, because that's quite soon, it could even be like conversations or long awaited unions of twin flames coming about. And again, some people watching this be like, when, Claire, it's not happened to me, but it is happening, because literally someone I've been saying that to for a while, feeling it coming, it did happen, and and they let me know. So like say, when I do hear of, especially people that have been apart for a long time, or like say that they hadn't so much been apart, but just total dancing around what was going on. Do you know what I mean? So like, so that happens as well for some twins. It can happen, like, it's that you may, oh, we're just friends. It's like, fuck off. Like, I mean, everyone can see you're not just friends. So that, like, these situations, But you see how, like I've said before, that'd be frustrating as hell. I could not be around my twin flame. Oh yeah, we're just friends. No. Right. So it's like we're nothing or we're everything. You know what I'm saying? That's the kind of twin flame I am. And the twin flames, a lot of the twin flames that strongly I come into contact with. So regardless of philosophy or religion, all individuals have a sacred, not nothing, but you know, it'd be very hard to have that physical person in your life and they're not your everything. You know what I'm saying? In a healthy way, not in a all-consuming, you can't go anywhere way, because that's what karmic energies are. Right. Setting a sacred space is essential to create a focused spiritual sanctuary as you're setting a tone and vibration for that area to amplify your personal power and universal energy. This is for divine masculine in the ascension process. So they're having to retreat to hermit to connect with their soul, because then you connect with your twin flame. While you may find you have no time for routine or imperfections, regular space clearing will keep your vibration high and your mind clear. That came through in the channel last night, and I'd actually just said, I just look, because it's here. I'd actually just said that I just you know, went around my whole house clearing the energy, and then the message coming through was that twin flames need to be doing that, and that makes a lot of sense because the Scorpio full moon eclipse is about that, clearing energy. You fucking bastard. You fucking, I wanted to say something stronger and that was fucking sore. Fingers getting burnt. So I know what it means, but I want to read that out on Google. So it's like your finger, and it's, oh my god, it's fucking literally 144. It's 1 fucking 4. Fingers getting burnt, meaning. The definition of to get your fingers burned, burn your fingers. If you get your fingers burned or burn your fingers, you suffer because something you did or were involved in was a failure or mistake. He has had his fingers burnt by deals that turned out badly. Right, okay, fucking hell. I'm glad I read that out. You know, I knew what it meant, but it was like they told me you need to read that out. So I don't think I need to. I'm a bit worried by that. I don't think I need to elaborate, do I? It's divine masculines are healing their soul from where they feel like they've had their fingers burnt in the past. So whether you're a man or a woman, whatever you identify as, I bet you that's going to resonate with either where you're at right now, where you've been in the past, wonderful. And I'm just going to, if you're going to be a lazy fucker and not do it, or you don't have a clue how to do this there, I'm sending you. And I'm not joking, right? I'm a shaman and I'm a Reiki master, and distance healing is a real thing. By the way, if you're not aware, if you've not heard me say that, or if you don't bother to read the big long spiel, I know, who does? The light codes, the activations, the healing energy is always coming through my eyes, my hands, my voice, my energy. That's how Reiki works anyway. It's just, it's so much more like, again, all respect for Reiki, but Reiki does not get right down to the brutal, you know, the toxic shit. It's very gentle, you know. So it's like Reiki I use for a child, or for somebody that's quite new to this. But if you really want to get down to the deep, dark stuff, you know, it is the shamanic healing you want to be doing there, the soul retrieval. But yeah, so just breathe in and breathe out all the shit. Yeah, right. And that really did fucking hurt. So anyway, but as long as it got the message across. So Cosmic Master Lord Ganesha offers seekers the knowledge of sacred purity from the fifth ray. That's the throat chakra. It's screaming throat chakra to me. Let more light in to brighten your space, to cleanse your energy fields. Using traditional herbs and offerings, this Cosmic Master will release trapped and murky energy, transmuting energetic portals that have interfered with the natural balance of positive feng shui. But remember, the balance of the yin and yang is the twin flames. The Elephant Master can clear obstacles that are interfering with your life. Elephants may be significant too, because again, drawn a lot of elephant stuff. Ascension Master Lord Ganesha requests you to find your sacred space by carefully cutting away old energy to connect you to a clearer path. Oh my God, I just had a synchronicity with someone else before it coming on here as well about that. Similar stuff. Lord Ganesha can bring you closer to divine manifestation, your desires, and your personal dharma. Sacred ceremonies will bring rewarding resolutions. Crystals, tourmaline quartz, the affirmations, I'm clear, I'm cleansed, my soul is whole and complete. This is all looking very positive and all of it. Like you say, it's all feeling a bit, sorry, my Scorpio skeptical mind is like, this is all feeling a bit too good to be true. But I know that I have I'm going to trust that what I've been doing for the Twin Flame Collective is making a difference too. Like I've said before, like I'm not meaning this to toot my own horn, right? I'm actually saying it because it is the truth, right? I'm going to be very cryptic here, but I did notice in the Twin Flame community one something really quite a dangerous entity had got a hold of someone. Yeah, so I basically just prayed for them to be able to see the truth of what was really going on there. And all I know is 3 weeks later, and everybody that works with me knows that 3 weeks later, after watching one of my YouTube shamanic journeys, or definitely in a personal session, is usually when all this magic comes about and a situation that seemed impossible changes and the energy lifts. And that absolutely seemed to happen to that person. Now, I don't just feel it was me. I feel there were a lot of people praying for that person to see the light. Yeah, there's just a bit, I feel like an entity had got, there was just a bit of confusion there. Anyway, what I'm saying is I feel what I've done the other night for the collective of Twin Flames, I can feel it has shifted a lot of energy, a lot of the darkness in a lot of these Twin Flame connections. So if you feel like you're getting what I'm saying, you feel like you maybe felt a bit of a shift since then. Like that was a week ago. I done that last Wednesday and it's Wednesday tomorrow. There's a wasp still flying about. So see, that tells me there are some people that what I've done for people that really connected me will have shifted enough of the crap. But you really have to empower yourself and recognize where you need some personal help. Like with me, if you're resonating with me or just somewhere, but it's somebody that can deal with the darker energies is what I'm saying. You know what I mean? The shadow, that's what the Scorpio full moon energy that we're in right now, that we're still in, is about. It's about dealing with the shadow. It's about like the mind games and the kind of subtleties and the things that you can't really prove, but you can feel it. That's what I'm really good at. Like I can't always prove that what I'm feeling is true, but time proves me to be true every single fucking time. Whenever I've got a bad feeling about someone or something, sometimes it's proved quite fast, or it's proven to be, quite bad. Sometimes it takes a while. It's not even a bad feeling, so it's just a right feeling. That's something that can take fucking years, a long time. Doesn't mean I'm wrong though. Right, so, but when I'm wrong, I'll admit it. And then I'm right again. Yes, Grandad, I can feel you're coming in, because that's what you used to say all the time. Right, so what's Divine Feminine's Ascension message? Universal Merkaba, 34, someone may be 34, obviously it's not going to be for everyone. A sacred purpose, you have the answer, lucid dreaming. It's certainly not for me. I wish I was 34. I'm joking, I don't wish I was 34. I'm dying to be. I don't like the phrase dying to be, so maybe somebody says I'm dying to do this, I'm dying to do that all the time, because I don't like that phrase. But I was about to say I'm dying to be 40. I do. I don't know why, but I'm like, I want to be 40. And I'm not far off it. So, right, 34. So, Divine Feminine's Ascension message. Often viewed as being seated on a great white throne, Ascension Master Sanuk Kumara asks you to recall your life experiences, connect to your inner guru for wisdom and purpose. While learning can be difficult, it's essential you save yourself from personal destruction. So again, this is all the stuff that's been coming through the last few weeks. Noticing where you could self-sabotage yourself. That's like what come up in the subconscious for a lot of Divine Feminines there was, where are you still being self-reliant? Where are you still likely to not let either anyone help you or your twin flame help you, where you need help. Again, if you're like myself and I am a counsellor, so I'm forever helping you with this. So I can't run away from that for my own, I still can in some ways. Definitely still can in some ways, but not with that full moon. It was making me focus on, right, where do I do things to self-sabotage? And since I've really brought it to the forefront, I'm actually not doing any of it, which is really it's quite liberating. So, and that's a big thing for me. So wherever you were holding yourself back, self-sabotaging, it's like you're not standing in your way anymore, and you're letting yourself be vulnerable, and you're letting your light shine even brighter. Even if you were letting it shine bright anyway, you're letting it shine even brighter than that, which can leave you vulnerable. Obviously, you see with the work that I do, it really does leave me very vulnerable. I'm giving zero fucks, right? I'm protected, right? I mean, that's like I give a bit of a zero fuck before I publish it. But I'm like, oh, whatever. Do you know what I mean? It's going to help me, it's going to help. I came here on this time, the planet helped people. So boom, there you go. While learning can be difficult, it's essential you save yourself from personal destruction. Visionary and lucid dreaming experiences will reinforce your intuitive senses and unique connection to the Ascension and astral realms. The wise master asks you to set yourself free and deny any influence that is not 100% pure light source. Notice how I said something about 100% there, didn't I? Or something to that effect. Calling you closer at your soul's sacred light, the unified mind resets your universal Merkaba to resonate in harmonic perfection with Sanut Kumara's guidance. When your Merkaba is aligned, be prepared to say goodbye to those who wish to take advantage and keep you stuck in a status quo. Right, I'm sorry, I fucking love. Will I be brave and just publish this before I even watch it? And then I'll just go back and put in all the info. I might fucking do that. This was a weird one, but I might do that. That might be my next level of zero fucks. I don't think I'm ready for that. I think I need to watch it back. I still always put it out, you know what I mean? Unless, no, I do kind of need to check, because sometimes I'm like, people aren't ready for this shit. Because that was my story when I first started my page. I was channeling about the Ascension process, and Twinflames very infrequently would come in, and I just wouldn't mention I was one. But it's fucking obvious, like some people do. If you were a twin flame, you just feel it. But what I'm saying is so many people were not ready for those messages, but some people were, and they will have followed me the whole time. And even though they didn't get it, I'll have been on the radar, you know, the Facebook page, Instagram, the YouTube, whatever. And now so much more people are getting what I'm saying. And there's way more people talking about this stuff as well, and much bigger platforms than me. And that's what I mean. I've been protected. I've been hidden for a reason, and it suited me. I didn't want to be seen in a bigger way, but something tells you I've really got a choice when it's meant to happen. Calling you closer to your soul sacred light. When your Merkaba is aligned, be prepared, yes, to say goodbye to those who wish to take advantage and keep you stuck in the status quo. So this is exactly what I was saying. You know, divine feminines have had to realize in their own life, where am I self-sabotaging by keeping people around me that are keeping me small? Whether they are conscious that they're trying to keep me small, or whether just they're keeping me small and they don't realize it. It doesn't matter. If you realize that people aren't good for you, you got to do something about it. All twin flames, whatever you are. The power of love unifies all. Your love your temple. Again, love your body, love your soul. Don't allow yourself to be around people. Again, I say this all the time, if you start feeling something in your body and your solar plexus, your stomach telling you, I don't trust this person, and I should, because they've been in my life a fucking long time, but something's feeling really not right. Trust that, you know what I mean? I ignite my sacred Merkaba with light languages. I am free from the control of others. And again, that is why I show up here on here. I say all the time, but it is light language. The language of light language. You know, I've just tended to call it, well, I don't really call it, I don't like labels, but I mean, that is what I'm doing, the sacred language of light. There's so many fucking things that different people call it, but it's what we're here to do. We're here to activate the codes and wake people up. The people that are meant to be woke up, right? Fucking hell, see what I mean? They're going really deep with that shit. We're not already at Aquarius moon. Right. Wait a minute, I'm just going to put I'm just putting a quick message to the women in my group that was going to be catching it live. So the next one's at the heart. Let's see what's going on at the heart, right? So we'll use the love cards. Before I use the love cards, what is going on at the heart space of the divine masculine? What house or astrological energy is being affected at this time? We've got the 9th house. Broadening your horizons. You see, this is either spiritually, academically, or on a long journey, right? I could get so much from this card. This is divine masculines broaden their horizons. Wherever they had limited their levels of happiness, their levels of success, playing small, like sticking the same kind of jobs they've always known, when actually they've got bigger dreams than that. Could be even completely different dreams from what they've done in the matrix. And it probably for a lot of them, they'll be getting massively guided to, well, even if it's just being guided to be your twin flame, that's being more spiritual, whatever that is. That'll be different things to different people. But I really do feel it is about, like, a lot of divine masculine to have, if you're put this way, if your divine feminine has a big calling, you've got a big calling. Simple as. All twin flames have a big calling, in my opinion. It's just some have a bigger calling to be like actually out there in the public helping people. So, and it doesn't need to be both twins up front YouTube and shit like that. It could just be somebody's more behind the scenes if they don't want to do that. But there are a lot of people that are guided to do stuff like that. And in others, it's more discreet and it's more like I know a lot of twins that are just making such a great team. I know a married twin flame couple actually that are friends of mine that are just such a great team together. And they you know, and it's they really don't need anyone else, but thank God we do get guided to be around so family like-minded people, you know what I mean, just have a laugh with other people, do you know what I mean? But yeah, broaden your horizon either spiritually, academically, or on a long journey. The long journey could be dependent on where your twin flame lives. It could be the long journey home. Yes, because I did have a synchronicity like that earlier. It might not even be that long a journey home, but it fucking feels like they've lived forever away. These cards are in the wrong place, but it won't be wrong. I'm mixing my words up. Explore new ventures. It means something though. Somebody's getting tongue-tied. Could be in a good way, guys. Explore new ventures. Move forward with confidence. We are with you. Boat trips. It fucking says boat trips. These are the fucking mediumship cards. See how they just sneaked in there. And one is new beginnings. Something could be happening the 1st of June, or long before that. Find a way to bring harmony back into your life. Take the first step. Yeah, you're being guided to take the first step, Divine Masculines, because they're not even the cards that were meant to be in that bit. So, but they wanted to jump in there. It's crazy, isn't it? Look, I'm not reading the other side of the card because I feel a lot of Divine Masculines couldn't handle how harsh that is. But stop obsessing. Stop obsessing. This is about how to come towards your twin. For those that are in that space, it's about stop obsessing and do it. Because your twin's waiting. You can't fucking, this is hilarious. The 7th house, the fucking house of partnership. This area of your life is about long-term significant partners. Hello, your twin flame, the other half of your soul, romantic, business, or family. That can also be about having to face karmic situations because your karmic partner can land in your 7th house as well. I often see that with people. But that's, so Divine Masculine is being guided to broaden their horizons, to go on journeys, spiritual journey or literal journeys to the twin flame. Could be journey somewhere else, could be going for a holiday or something, but again, I feel it's a journey to the twin flame. Divine feminines are holding space, waiting for their lover. And it's certainly not if you want to be my lover, you got to get with my friends. That was programming. No. The friends that are my true friends, I'm channeling the Divine Feminine Collective right now. The true friends that Divine Feminines have right now will fucking love you. If they don't already love you already. Do you know what I mean? And the ones that don't probably aren't the Divine Feminine's friends anymore. You know what I'm saying? And actually what I'm being guided to say is even friends that aren't in Divine Feminines, from my own life and from when I speak to other people in this journey, even people, friends, people that aren't in your life anymore, there's loads of people that I can think of that I would like to think, but I can feel as well, maybe not all, but most, that they would be happy. You know, they would be happy for me being with my twin flame. And if they weren't, it would only be because they're not happy in their lives. But again, that doesn't make somebody a bad person. It's just like, it can just bring up people's own pain about not having that for themselves. That's really what it is, guys. You know, people are jealous of twin flame dynamics on a subconscious, so they don't know why they're being a dick, but it's because they want what you've got. But tough shit, I guess. But no, but it's, you know, not everyone's a twin flame, but it's about be happy for other people when they get their true love, and yours will come. I'm being drawn to the word joy. I've said that all the time. I used to say it to my I still say it to my best friends, but you know, I said it to people all the time about, you know, just like, rather than being bitter when you see a happy couple walking along in love, be happy and know that that's going to be you one day and it will come to you. If you're bitter, there's one of the 4, what does it say? Finance, the career, there could be financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. Somebody could be worried about money, Divine Feminine or Divine Masculine or both. They're jumping out very soon. Yeah, look, this is about to happen. This is about to happen for this wave of twins. It's not going to happen on the same day. But there's a lot of unions in May. A lot of unions in May and June. You know, I mean, because we're on the 17th of May right now. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. And it's just about, do you want that or not? And if you want it, you have to go for it. Divine masculines. Because divine feminines have went for it in other ways. They've put themselves out on the line. Now it's your turn. Right, so in the heart space, what do we need to know about where divine masculines are in their heart space? Forgiving and learning. Yeah, forgiving themselves, reflecting on what they've learned. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moment. And you have to release the pain and what you've went through. You have to release if there's still arguing or pain or, difficulty going on, especially if it's, it's different if it's people coming at you and you're defending yourself. Well, you've got to defend yourself, but a lot of it can be, when you change your own mindset. And again, it could be that you have to go, like you're saying, if you're watching this and you're a guy out there, whatever, like, I'm here, book a session, like, it's you probably just need someone to talk to. Like, seriously, in shamanism, like, see when somebody is all up in the north and stuck in their head and overthinking, you need to talk it out, you need to balance the energy, you need someone to listen to you. So that's what I'm here to do. I am a counsellor as well, if you weren't aware. But I happen to feel all shamans have a, a sort of therapy counsellor vibe, but I am a counsellor. Give your relationship a chance, work on your partnership. So whatever pain has held them back in the past, like you, divine masculine, wants to give your relationship, your twin flame, a chance. Look at that. Look at that. See, it's like the guy's like leaning in the girl, and the girl's like, this better be good. Or, so there may be a bit of a frosty vibe, or it's just divine masculines feeling there's going to be a frosty vibe, and there actually isn't at all, and they're imagining it. But whatever it is, it's just the awareness in them that you need to make an effort, because they've made it feel like it was that in the past. Unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. It's like they know that they need to really make it clear how strong their feelings are for their divine feminine, because of the times that the divine feminine has felt totally rejected, and also confused, because it's like, they do feel the same as me. Why are they saying they don't? But again, that's where, if you're in that place, like, please go and do, as if you're divine feminine especially, but go and do some learn about the subconscious mind and how people suppress their this is my neighbor. Learn about the subconscious mind and how people suppress their feelings. That can be after traumatic events, or things that are too intense, so it's very common, especially with men. If women do it too. Right, okay. So I've been taking all day about this. Right. What? I couldn't let you get close to me. Now, this is the divine masculine, but I know I usually do it the other way, but I'm doing it. This is what divine masculine wants to say to divine feminine. I couldn't let you get close to me. They were afraid of being hurt. They weren't ready for it too, but they look for you everywhere. Or you look for them everywhere, whoever's watching this. It's time for me to heal now, and that's come through already. They're healing themselves. They're being guided to cleanse their energy. I wish I'd treated you better. Well, that actually perfectly fits with the forgiving and learning. It's frustrating, isn't it, when you know that you forgive someone and you forgave them a long time ago, and that you want to give them nothing but love. But we do have to honour that if somebody's not feeling like that about themselves, you have to give them time. And obviously I've got a very good insight into that, because I help people with this all the time. So I have got a shitload more patience than most people that I've ever met. Telepath, but even I can be like, oh, come on, do you know what I mean? Telepathic. Close soul connections are harmoniously synchronized, creating moments of telepathy. But you see, that's what keeps divine feminines going, because we got the telepathic vibe going on. Do you know what I mean? It's like, listen, I'm sending you vibes, but I know you're sending me shit all the time. Like, I'm hearing what you're saying to me. I'm feeling what you're sending me. Right. This is divine feminine's heart space. So they just let go. You let go, they let go, whoever's watching this. Sometimes it's best to let go and let the universe work things out in divine time. And that is the conclusion you come to as a divine feminine on this path eventually. You're like, well, they're telling me they don't want this, so I'm going to have to let this go and just be okay with the telepathic thing going on. And yeah. And pay attention to signs, pay attention to red flags. The signs are cautioning you, but my little cute connection that I have with these cards, very rarely do I ever see this card as a bad. I know it's meant to be like a bad thing, but to me it's like, you know, paying attention to the signs. Like in Silver Linings Playbook, like, you know, it's a crime if, and this is going to have something to do with the whole message. Oh yeah, because they pulled my eyes to that this morning when I got up the DVD. It's like, what is it he says again? It's a crime if you don't reach out. Something like that. So, you know what I mean? Pay attention to the signs, you know, because that's about him running after the one he loves. So there's a bit of a theme here. Express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. How interesting. So this is a divine feminine in the heart space. And I've just pulled, pay attention to the signs and express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. But you see, this could be exactly what I'm doing right now. It's like, I'm doing it on behalf of the divine feminines in my wave, as are other people. But it's kind of like, I mean, I'm sitting in public saying how much I love my twin flame, and that it can only be one person. So do you know what I'm saying? It's like that, that makes sense to me. Like, you know, I am expressing, I'm making the romantic gesture, being like, yeah, look, I love this guy and I'm not going to hide it anymore. Don't want to hurt anyone, but I'm, you know, if somebody was asked, you know what I mean? It's like, I'm not going to fucking lie, I do. Right, so this is what the divine feminine wants to say to their divine masculine. I couldn't let you get close to me, fucking hell. That's all those cards. I knew that, by the way, because I almost channeled it like, this is from your divine feminine, you know, when and it's the exact same first card, so mirroring. You both didn't want to let the other one get close to you. That absolutely makes sense in my union. I left you before you could leave me. Again, that is true. You know, it can very much, divine masculines can beat themselves up because I think, shit, it was, looking back, it was totally me that was not wanting this and rejecting my twin when they loved me. I didn't understand why they liked me that much or why they loved me, but actually both twins weren't ready. I couldn't let you get close to me, and I left you before you could leave me. It's just all, it's the fear of intimacy. That is what this is. You were the best thing in my life. That's fucking crystal clear by the way I talk about me. Just being near you is intoxicating. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So I fucking run away whenever I've seen him. Right, so or thought I've seen him. You see, that is the thing that that is the thing that's a bit strange, because that did happen to me. Yeah, I wouldn't put times on this, but that did happen, and I got a good sense that, yeah, actually he wasn't with anyone, but he also looked really happy. I could see him, and he looked really happy. And also I said to my best friends at the time, I'd said, we're going to see him tonight. And again, my pals at texting me, all of them were like, Claire, to be fair, a lot of the time when I said that in the past, I was right. But this is like ages, like years ago. Every time I said it, it would happen. But sometimes I'd say it wouldn't happen, you know, but most of the time it would. On this particular night, I just had all the signs, and I just knew. And I also, loved ones in spirit were telling me you're going to see him. And then, yeah, sure enough, like it was a few hours later, and we, you know, had a few drinks. And yeah, like standing quite close, and my friend couldn't believe either. She was like, Claire, look over there. And looked right, and yeah, he was just talking to, like, you know, his friends and girls and stuff. And that is, you know, and this is what's weird about it. That is what's weird about Twin Flames, although it is like, yeah, I can't see what I mean. I can't even put it in words. Their energy is intoxicating, and you are for them too. But if it's at the point where you're wanting to run away, but it was just, I just knew, I was like, I don't know for sure what's going on in his life, but all I know is he looks happy, and I'm being drawn to the word joy, and I don't want to be going up to him. And also it's awkward because, you know, if one of these girls was someone that he was hooking up with or whatever, it's like, well, I don't want to see it, do you know what I mean? So it's just it was just awkward. So do you know what I mean? Like, I was scared. Like, I'm just being honest. Like, I did literally run down to the toilet and hyperventilate. And then I composed myself, and my friend was very good to me, and then I came up, and at one point we were actually standing. So this is what I'm saying. Like, he had, like, there's no way he didn't see me. Do you know what I mean? But we were totally giving it the big one that we both hadn't seen each other, which is fucking ridiculous now that I think about it. But he was in his own wee world, I would say, all excitable and drinking and chatting. And but yeah, I was just cracking myself. So I didn't make eye contact, didn't look, and he would have seen us, but wasn't making eye contact with me or my friend, and just. But then at one point, yeah, it's mental when I say that, but we were standing at the bar, and literally, I think I had my back to the guy that he was talking to. Right, that's how close it was. So it was like the energy, I could feel the energy, and I was just like, and then yeah, neither of us said hi to each other. And then all I know is, like, I think, you know, I don't know how long ago it was, but it was like then they were standing a bit over for a bit, and then yeah, he went off. Because it was in the it was in the festival, so it was like a time when it's all busy, and that's why I kind of had a feeling I was going to see. But it's really big, and you can go anywhere. But and then yeah, all I remember is it's that same feeling when he'd gone. It was like my heart sank, and then you're like, why didn't I even say hi? You know what I mean? That's when you know it's like this connection is just, it's very hard. Obviously, I'll try my fucking hardest, but because I've been talking for ages now, haven't I? But it's like, that is what I'm here to do. I'm here to, you know, and actually, you know, a friend of mine said that recently, you know, that it's I am here to tell these stories to help people. And that gets said by quite a few people that, you know, that heal me, is that it's definitely, it's like, it's just uncomfortable, isn't it? It's fucking uncomfortable, but I get it, how it helps people. It is just, even after all that time and all those years, and it's kind of like what I'm saying, like, shoot your shot. Like, there was my chance to just say hi, and I never done it. But you know, he never done it either. But it's because you mirror one another. So that's why I'm saying somebody has to do it. And before, it would just be out of respect. Like, if he's somebody's boyfriend, I'm not going to be like, hi, remember me, the other half of your show. You know what I mean? Because they know you're there. They know you're there. They can't forget you in its entirety. They can push you aside for a little bit. But anyway, it's too much detail again, but whatever. Right. So because we need to crack on with this, in the physical, what's going on in divine masculine's life? Yeah, I mean, so that didn't have a happy ending. Basically, I ended up having the worst night ever. So so do you know what I mean? And it was Aquarius full moon, so it was like literally like seeing my twin flame was like a fucking bolt of lightning, a bolt of lightning, a bolt of electricity. And fuck knows what kind of night he had, but that was not a night I want to remember. It's because you're being faced with that party that you're running away from. And notice how I literally did run away down and like compose myself. When I thought I was like, oh, I'll be fine with it. No. Anyway, right. So that was a while ago. Quite possibly the same thing would happen if I was to bump into him in the street now, for obvious reasons. I'm like, oh yeah, great. I've just been fucking talking about us on YouTube, and now I've just seen you in the real world. Yeah, fucking mortified. Right, anyways. I just run away, it's fine. Attachment, holy fucking shit, right? Holy fucking shit. So that's what's going on in the physical. They're walking away. Oh my God. Oh, guys, what the hell? Divine masculines have had attachments, situations that are not good for them energies dragging them down. It can be past romantic partners, it can be present romantic partners, it can be jobs that they don't love anymore, it can be family, it can be friends, it can be a combination of all, but they're walking away from them, or they walked away from them some time ago. 27th again coming through, that's the loved one in spirit wanting to come through the 27th. And guess what? So they're walking away from an attachment right into a caring connection. I don't think I need to elaborate on that. 14th of June may be significant too. I feel the 14th of June is actually the new moon in Gemini. It's either the new moon in Gemini or it's the full moon in Sag. I can't remember. My head can't work that out right now because I'm a bit wowed by those cards. But I'm going to now. Adjacent possibilities is on the bottom of the deck too, right? So in the subconscious, it's kind of like all these different options that this divine masculine's got, divine masculine collective. Again, this is not just men and women that are in a position like this too, walking away from situations that are not good for them anymore, needing to walk away or making plans to walk away to, I don't know about going straight into a caring connection like a twin flame. Some will be, but it's, you know, at some point they will be, but I know a lot of people that are moving away from something that isn't for them and they're healing themselves. But there are a lot of twin flames that have already done that a while ago. And then there's other twin flames that might be a bit more dramatic. They've walked away recently or are gonna, and they are going straight to their twin flame, which again isn't ideal, but that's life, right? And in those situations, it's probably someone's held on to the bitter end. Yeah. And then they will, even though if you're going to your twin flame, you'll need to still do a lot of healing to clear the energy. That's why a lot of divine feminines, if you're frustrated that your divine masculine hasn't come forward and you actually know that they are single and they're not with anyone, and you're like, what's the fucking problem? If it's not hurting anyone, and that again, it's about how somebody feels within themselves and whatever they've went through and self-worth and needing to spend time alone to connect with their soul. And also, if you think about that story they just made me tell there, just because your twin flame isn't with somebody else, it doesn't mean they instantly want to be with you. I know loads of twin flames that are single. Like you say, me and my twin flame were both single for a very long time before there was anyone else involved, and we were playing games. I mean, it was fun games, but you know what I mean. Just like, you know, yeah, just kind of like, you know, making out that. Playing it cool. That really kind of nails it for the both of us. So it doesn't matter, even if you know your twin flame single. It's about being ready, and you've both got to be ready for it. You've both got to be mature enough for this kind of relationship. It's got nothing to do with physical age. It's readiness. Because I know people that are younger than me that are with their twin flame, but then, like I say, they've got a journey of self-love that, you know, they won't have done the work that I've done. So, right. In the physical, divine feminine, what's going on for divine feminine? That's mad. I can't believe that. I can, but it's just like with the curse card that came out last night and attached. Divine feminines are speaking their truth. 39 may be significant. And for people out there that is, I know there are a lot of twin flames that watch this that are the same age as me. If you're a 1984er out there, it could be that you're going to be getting guided to speak even more of your truth around the ages of 39. Fucking hell, I really will be shouting from a megaphone if he's still not here and I'm 39. Where are you? Somebody found it funny outside too. That was funny. Right. Divine feminines in the physical are like Joan of Arc it up. They're speaking their truth. Look, they're having to be this angel of strength. They're having to, yeah, be the angel of strength for themselves and their twin flame. Also, look at that. That line's not letting anybody fuck with them. This is how much divine feminine is protecting the union. And because divine feminine energy in the physical is speaking her truth, being an angel of strength for herself and her twin flame and the twin flame collective as a whole, if you've, you know, if you're similar to me and you're helping other people, the community, you'll be showered with abundance, literal money, success, opportunities, and it will all start with your twin flame. All of that comes in because you spoke your truth, because you chose to be that strength for yourself and others. You will be rewarded. There's your thinking man. Once your thinking man decides to speak as well. That's hilarious. The thinking man needs to speak to the goddess of the moon. Oh my God, have some fun with this. Right, so message from your twin. Just as well, like, and she might give me a row though, but just as well, it was only one person in my group, but I did tell her I was running late. Right, so, message from your twin. I'm so very sorry. Please find it in your heart to forgive me. So when your twin flame comes forward, they may actually say something like that. This is not going to be for everyone, but it'll resonate with who it's meant to resonate with. I have a confession to make. No, of course they do. And again, that could be anything from I love you, or I've been watching what you've been saying, pretty weird, but I get it. I've been watching what you're saying, I've not got a fucking clue, but all I know is I love you. I don't know, it'll be different. Or it could even be like, it could even be that like Divine Masters haven't seen what you've been saying, and then you're like, it's kind of funny you're saying this actually. You seen what I've been saying? And then they're like, no, oh right, okay. You know what I mean? Awkward. Kind of makes it quite entertaining though, doesn't it? This time around, I'll do things right. Please trust me again. All jokes aside, this is what a lot of Divine Masculines want to say to you is, I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. I have a confession to make. Could be anything. Hopefully it's good. I mean, it might not all be good, but this time around, I'll do things. I can feel it in my head. This time around, I'll do things right. Please trust me again. They really, really want you to trust them. And the funny thing is, like, I bet you already do. Like, if I show you my feelings, you might go off me. That's mental, isn't it? But I do get that. I do understand that. I definitely know with my twin flame. Well, you see, that's when we were younger. But I definitely know that he must have felt that, whether he was conscious of it or it was bubbling, like he must have felt that if I even say that I like her a bit, she's not going to see me the same, you know, or it's going to put her on, like. But also, even if the real feelings were surfacing way back when we were younger, because they will have at some point, he just knew that like he wasn't ready for that at all. So but what I'm saying is, it's kind of like when you stay that age. So even though we're older, and even though there's twins that are a lot older than me, but you know, even that's what I mean, it doesn't matter about age. It's like you could still be keeping that belief that it's like you need to have this kind of acting cool. But I mean, like, I've been a living, walking, talking example of that isn't the case, because I've totally dropped my cool by sitting here saying how much I love this guy before I even fucking told him. Do you know what I mean? Think about how mental that is. I mean, they'll not be kind of, you know, when you do that whole kind of like, I wonder when they're going to say I love you to me. I wonder when I'm going to say, I'm not fucking saying I love you. I've just been sitting on fucking YouTube telling everybody and telling you how much I love you. Do you know what I mean? You need to come in the door saying you love me. I'm joking. I'm not really joking. It's okay. I know he loves me, even if he doesn't say it, but I want to hear it over and over again. You know, it's kind of like I'll put that below, right? This is crazy, actually. This is a very long video, but I get it. There's a Gossip Girl episode that I used to watch this clip over and over and over again. I think it was when I was like drowning in the deep love of the activation way back in the old, I don't know if it would be like 2010 when it actually happened, or possibly 2011, 2012. I don't know. These years were hell for me, right? Because I was fucking got it bad for this guy and wasn't spending as much time with him, and then later on it would be like no time with him, but then I'd still see him around and it was hell. But yeah, the clip is basically just, it's Blair and Chuck, if you know Gossip Girl, and it's like they were the epitome, there's another big word, of never mind playing it cool. They acted like they hated each other, right? But you could feel the sexual chemistry and the tension. And anyway, I think I used to watch this clip and I don't even think I watched Gossip Girl. Like, I think it made me watch it after. But anyway, I must have just randomly found it on YouTube one night. Like I came across all the Twinflames stuff, like you might have came across me. But it was like he's been traveling or something. And I think it was always the thing with Amos, when they did eventually start going out, or I think maybe just sleeping with each other, he would never say, he would never admit that he liked her, but she specifically wanted him to say, I love you. And he would never say it. And it was actually a bit of like a psychological game, really, a bit fucked up, because like he's a bit dark and mysterious. I mean, he's really hot, isn't he? But like, you know, he's a bit dark and mysterious. They're both hot. I mean, they actually both look like Twinflames if you think about it. They've both got big brown eyes and dark hair, and they're both hot. But it's yeah, I just love it, because I'll put it below, but you definitely the girls, but I think you'll get what I mean, because it's like she's been waiting so long on him to admit this, and neither of them were dropping their pride. And then he's just like, she's like, you know, he's saying, I've got you this from Paris and this from whatever, and she's like, all right. And then she's like, is there anything else you want to say to me? And then he makes out like he's not going to say it, and then he's like, and I can't remember how he says that again, but he says something like, and I love you. But I don't know, it's better than that. But you know, and then she's like, and then she's cheesing, and then she's like, then she starts crying, and then she's like, but can you say it again? And then he's like, I love you, I love you, I love you. And he keeps kissing, I'm getting chills. But it's like the song that's at the end, it's like, I still remember it. It's like, love, 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 love. Anyway, it's a nice wee song, and it's just emotional. And it's, I swear to God, I don't even think I had even watched an episode of Gossip Girl. I think that's what made me watch it, because I want to know what that's all about. So maybe you need to, maybe you are watching Gossip Girl, or you need to. But that is basically the gist. If you don't want to go and bother going seeing it, it's like, there could have been a bit of a dynamic like that going on with you and your twin. But again, see with me and mine, it was quite playful. Like, people that saw us interact used to comment on that. It was like, we gave as good as we got. Do you know what I mean? Like, our banter, like, it is quite like like if Ashley's something cheeky to him, he can say something cheeky to me, but not, I'm not talking about in the way like, shut up, you dick, and all that. Like, we didn't talk to each other like that. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like, it was just it was never nasty. It was just always banter and fun. Please give me another chance, I'm begging you. Oh, that's the card I don't like, but like I always say, don't go fucking begging anyone, man. Never be begging, because a true divine feminine will not let you beg for her. This one always feels like, I can live up to your fantasies. But you see, I think that's a way in which a lot of divine masculines will push their feminine away, because they're like, fucking hell, she's thinking I'm something like that I'm not. Like, I'm not that amazing. Like, there's nothing special about me. But yes, there fucking is. Do you know what I mean? You are special. We're all special. And your twin flame thinks you're fucking amazing. Your twin flame puts you on a pedestal, and you put your twin flame on a pedestal. The thing that's fucked up though, and it's like what my guys were saying the other day, is when you had them on it, like when I had him on a pedestal, he didn't have me on, well, it didn't seem like it, you know, he didn't have me on a pedestal, but in a weird way he kind of did in his own little secret way, right? But he didn't want me to know that, and he didn't want anyone else to know it, so it really fucking didn't look like it. It just looked like I was nuts. Like, I accept that. It's in the past now, whatever. As long as people find out the truth eventually, which they will, and which they probably are already. Well, they definitely are if they're finding these, unless they think I'm lying. I'm not. But it's kind of like, you know, they could tell themselves that it's like, oh fuck, she thinks I'm amazing and I'm not, and then she's going to be disappointed when she meets, no, they're not, right? They know, they feel your energy. You're your twin flame's energy, your twin flame's your energy. Stop worrying, just go and find out. Yes, my love for you is real, never doubt it. And then look at what I just said, and then that was not right. I need to stop, but they are addictive though, aren't they? I love our telepathic bond. I feel you with me every day. And that's like when I pulled the telepathy card. You know, don't be thinking it's all you, divine feminine, and they don't feel it, because they do. Definitely the ones in this wave know, are well aware. They're fully activated, awakened, and they're coming to get you when they're ready. So still might be a bit of a wait, but I don't think it's that much of a wait. And don't fucking tell anyone when they do come, except I'm in a unique position of people do tell me, because I'm I'm the twin flame teacher, do you know what I mean? So, and thank God, because then I can share with other people, don't give up hope, because it is happening. Right, a message from your loved one in spirit, divine masculine, is go out and plant you seeds to sow your future. Yeah, do what you want to do. That reminds me of that song, the Dandelion song that I shared before, but I love it. It's like, you know, I'm in a field of dandelions. I can't sing it, but it's something like, I'm in a field of dandelions, wishing on every one that you be mine. Right, so that song might be significant to someone. 23rd of May may be significant, which isn't too far away. Again, I feel it's just I feel I'm just turning out these days for union chats, you know, people talking. And then Divine Feminine has another one about like flowery kind of planting seeds. Continue to grow by seeking new knowledge. We applaud your efforts. Look, so that's Divine Feminine's getting applaud from the spirit world about, yeah, you're fucking going for it. You're not letting anyone hold you back. And therefore, your twin flame will do that too. Your intuition is strong and we're reaching out to help. And that's for both twins. Your guides, your loved ones in spirit, and specifically are reaching out to you. And this card's so random, but we let us hug you, close your eyes as we hold you close, and they really want to give you that love. Something about the 30th of May significant. I know that there's a soul fam member has got a birthday. I think there might be a few. I've got a few friends with that birthday actually, but 30th of May, someone's birthday in the spirit world are giving you that love there, and I've been drawn to a butterfly. Right, and now I'm being drawn to the butterfly in the back of that is actually, that's definitely one of the soul fam members. Look inside yourself in sexuality. Again, I really do feel that is a bit random, but it's not random. I feel that's about balancing the Kundalini energy, the fire, the passion within your twin flame dynamic body movement. So it could be you're honoring that by dancing, moving your body, yoga, or in other ways. But you're going to have to do that to move that energy and towards new opportunities, right? Okay, they're just saying the same things. Yeah, raising your standards. Yeah, cutting out the people around you that don't appreciate you. Body movement again, cutting out the people that don't appreciate you and being around people that do appreciate you. All twin flames. And then I've picked up Our Lady of the Interior Life. I trust the answers I find within me. I know that the presence of love is real. Yeah, you're just going to have to trust and follow your heart. Right, okay, I'm going to end this here because I'm going on for ages. Thank you. This was a long one, but whoever is meant to watch it will watch it. I always say, even if it just relaxes and helps you go to sleep, thank you for sitting through this. Thank you for listening to the wee bits of my stuff that keep creeping in here. Manifest, it's time for new beginnings, time to bring things about in the physical. Yeah, that's for divine masculines. Right. Love ya. See you later. If you want to book a session, all the details are below. See you later.